So I'm in college now. I'm like grown, you know what I mean? And I was on the basketball team. And I started doing the parties around campus, and then that was it. Like, so it kind of like just boom, that was just my moment. Like, oh my gosh. What's up, world? This is DJ Mary Mac, and this is SoundAdvice.
I want to start back from the beginning, origins, New York origins. So growing up in New York, Queens, it's a mecca of not just music, hip hop, but DJing especially.
Yes.
So what made you want to become a DJ? What was your first start in music? How was that journey for you early on?
Early on, I would say it's my brother. My brother was DJing, and I was always running downstairs and trying to listen. He'd be like, get back upstairs, get back upstairs. So, you know, they had turntables, they had mixers, everything, and, you know, so we would do block parties, DJing at the schools. My brother would do so many things around the neighborhood. So I was loving music. So that's how I started, honestly, like watching him.
Was there a particular like first event that you spun, like a core memory, like where you were like, this is it, I know this is the feeling I'm chasing, this is what I want to do, and that kind of jump started your love and your passion?
To DJ? You know, it kind of fell into my lap by accident. You know, of course, I just said in the beginning, you know, yeah, you know, I was watching my brother do stuff, right? But then, you know, high school. This is when I was younger, when I was watching my brother DJ. I was like 8, 9, okay? So we're moving forward. I'm in high school. I'm playing basketball, whatever. So I'm going through my years. I get to college. And, you know, I'm at parties, you know, whatever, and this Japanese boy had to go home. You know, he was an exchange student. He was like, can you take my turntable? You can have everything. I need you to do this campus party. I said, okay. So I'm in college now. I'm like grown, you know what I mean? And I was on the basketball team. And I started doing the parties around campus, and then that was it. Like, so it kind of like just boom, that was just my moment. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna play basketball anymore. I was like, I am not gonna wake up at 6 a.m. and go to practice. Sorry, I just didn't want to do it anymore. You know, so that was the catapult. Was when that boy Bobby dropped those turntables and left me with everything, his records and everything. That was it for me. Yeah. He just threw me in.
And that's like, I guess, the opposite of the DJ lifestyle right now. You get home at 6 a.m., you know? You're not getting up at 6 a.m.
Oh, yes.
You're getting off work at 6 a.m.
I just got off last night. I was DJing last night. I got off at 4 a.m., and then I took a 5:05 train to D.C., and I'm here today. But I slept. I got some rest. My sister lives around the way, so I got some rest, and I'm here now.
Technology has transformed the music industry so much, and especially when you look at the art of DJing, going from turntables, spinning vinyls,
Yes.
to modern controllers.
Yes.
What are some either themes or practices that amidst all this change have remained for you that have helped you kind of keep a constant while everything else is changing around you?
I mean, you know, it's the DJ is doing the same thing, but just digitally. I'm always was trying to get my records together in my crates. Now I'm getting them in crates digitally. So that I didn't lose the essence, I didn't lose the essence of being a DJ, you know, because the digital came. You know what I mean? Because there's a company called Serato. They're giving you vinyl to DJ. That's how I started. I came from vinyl to Serato in like 2000 and I forget what, something, early 2000s. So everything that I was doing, it's just like I'm not carrying these records. That's really the only thing. Like, I can't even lie to you. So it's not really so much that, oh my God, I lost this. I lost the essence of flicking my fingers through the records. Now I'm flicking my fingers on the computer. I'm just doing it a different way, but I'm still using my fingers. I'm looking, I'm getting my crates together, my MP3s. So the process to me never really, I'm really not missing anything. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh damn, I missed the security guard bringing my 6 crates downstairs. Thank you, my back is great today. You know what I'm saying? So to answer that question, I'm just gonna say like really nothing changed. It just became digital. We could cut and scratch. They're doing scratch competitions on digitally on DJ. Come on now, everything's the same. Everything is great, just a different way. That's it.
And with like the art of DJing, I think is something that is underappreciated a lot. You are the person who commands the energy of the room,
Yes.
right? You are the leader of the vibe. You're curating it. So
Yes.
when you're spinning, when people are
Yes.
coming to see DJ Mary Mac, what do you want them to feel in the room? What's the vibe that you are curating?
You know, with me, I'm like high energy. Like I don't want to be like, like sometimes there's amazing slow records out there, like cool slow records. But I'm like, I'm not playing that. Give me the remix right now. Like, I'm not playing that. Like, just stop coming to me with that. If I find a faster tempo, when people do leave from when I'm DJing, I feel like they'll leave with energy and be like, Mary Mac is mad energetic. I'm dancing. I love to dance during, the songs. And, I play my drums a little bit sometimes, when I go to certain venues and do that. So, that's really,
Keep the energy up. I love it. And
just keeping the energy up.
I actually had the honor of seeing you a year and a half ago at Madonna, December 2023, in Capital One. And I was just, inspired by the way that you kept that high energy, you kept that vibe. You controlled the arena of 20,000 people in there. And that is a skill set that is just very inspiring. And if you had to talk to an aspiring or rising DJ about how to gain that, what would you tell them? Someone who's just getting started, like, I don't really know how to command the room, like, I'm nervous. Like, what would you say to someone who's trying to learn that?
One, let's get one thing out the way, is that you're making me blush because my cheeks are red right here. You'll probably like fry your egg on both sides. First of all, thank you. Yes, I was on that world tour and Madonna's amazing. I've been on 2 world tours with her. And even if I wasn't with her, I still was doing like, some festivals and doing things like this. So, it really is in your personality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I might be a little shy, like with like, my friends around, but when I get on that stage, I'm ready to go. What advice would I give to, it's something in somebody, like, to be wanting to be, my hand, I could put my hand up at 20,000 people, my hand up, and I'm not like this, like shaking because it's, unless my energy is like just through the roof, well, but you still, I'm controlled, like in front of 20,000 people than like 3 or 4 people. So, gosh, what advice would I give to somebody? You have to know when you're on that stage that everybody's like, wow, this person's like amazing. Like, I wish I was there. You know what I mean? So you have to, and not even a cocky vibe about it, just be like, you know what, they came to see me. And you just have to give that like confidence. You have to be confident. You don't have to worry. Even if people are like, yeah, whatever. Don't, just look right through them and just look straight and talk and smile and just give your energy. That's all I can give. But I feel like it's really in the person to be like, can I teach it? Yeah, I guess,
Yeah, there's something intuitive, right?
Yes,
like you get on stage, like that switch flips.
It's something in the person, you know what I mean? I feel like that's, for me, that's just how I see it. Some people I could be like, yeah, that person's gonna deal with 20,000 people. And then I could look at somebody else and be like, no, that person can't. Not everybody can do it. You know what I mean? Like I said, can I teach it? Yes. If you want me to teach y'all, book 5stardjmarymac@gmail.com, and I'll show you some little stage presence, and we'll take it from there.
And with like different events as you're curating, so on social media, there's the notorious hypothetical cookout that everybody wants to be invited to, right? We know it is. You're spinning it. You got 3 songs that are gonna make the crowd go crazy. What are you dropping?
At the cookout? Shoot, it's gonna be definitely a Before I Let Go. That's just like the smasher, like the crusher. I'm going to go, since I'm from, a Haitian family, my cookout, we were, definitely doing Upa Café Sa, the little compa that you gotta drop. This is a Haitian record. And what else would I drop at the cookout? See, I'm versatile. I like to do, and not even live right now, maybe a quick little suavemente and just shut it down. Just so I got everybody in pocket. But, boom, boom, and boom. Yeah.
Get the hips moving a little bit.
Hips moving a little bit. I like to get everybody, you know what I mean? So.
I love that. And when it comes to live events, you're the founder of Banjee Boombox Festival.
Yes.
So I want to talk a little bit about that. I was in New York last year. It's coming up in Atlanta. I'm actually Atlanta-based, so I'm excited.
Sweet, you're coming to the event August 3rd. August 3rd, Banjee Boombox. You better be in Atlanta. Let's go. You want to do anything? DM me and follow at Banjee Boombox on Instagram. Sorry, that's two for two.
Do your shout out. Do your shout out. 2 for 2. All
right, go ahead.
Tell us a little about the origins and the mission of this particular festival.
DJ Liquid and myself, we're friends. We were on this app called Bigo, right, during the pandemic. And we were always doing a party called Mothership. So it kind of grew from there, just DJing funky stuff and whatever. So, as we get out the pandemic, boom, me and Liquid yo, let's do something bigger and better. She hit me up and thought of this great idea. Yo, what do you think about this? I said, yo, this sounds amazing. Name is amazing, let's go. So, we're looking to showcase everyone, but queer artists, black, white, everybody, you know what I mean? We're just looking to showcase queer artists and just have a space for everybody, you know what I mean? Even during the hip hop 50th anniversary, we didn't see no one was representing the queer community, you know what I mean? So we just kind of said, okay, let's do a little festival and get some rappers in here and some just for the the hip hop 50th year, which was last year, I think it was, something like that. And so we just been doing that. I mean, you don't have to be totally queer or anything, but we just letting you know that we're here and the door is open for you to come in and perform at Banjee Boombox. But yeah, and we do art as well. We were on Governor's Island. We're just expanding, having an umbrella under Banjee Boombox. Art, Banjee Boombox, music, Banjee Boombox, and that's it. So we're actually combining the two in Atlanta. So we're doing the art and the thing like we did a year ago. So we're the 3rd or 4th year in of doing Banjee right now. So it's a growing thing. So it's just for everybody to perform. We have performers, we have DJs, we have artists, we have podcasts that go on during the performance, things like that.
And with Banjee Boombox, something that really stuck out to me was when on your website, one of your goals was to amplify the Black Femme future.
Yes.
What does that look like to you? What does this future look like to you? What do you envision when you hear that?
I mean, let me tell you right now, I mean, whatever you identify as, but if you're identifying as, feminine or whatever, the women out there are killing it. It's been this wave, and I don't even mean to say we had, I don't want to be back in my day, we had, you got the little Kims, you had this rapper, Bahamadia, but now it's just boom, girl, boom, woman, then I hate to call women girls, but boom, woman, just going off, Glorilla, Sexy Red, Cardi B, I mean, Nicki Minaj is, I'm a barb,
We won't tell.
Yeah. That's my girl. But you know what I'm saying. So it's just the women are really pushing the music right now. So we just want to highlight that and give flowers right now, right now. We have New York artists like a Day Burger, certain artists that are out, that are that we just love to showcase. You know, we call her our resident, you know, at Banjee, because she'll perform. You know, we give her a call. We're like, please be our headliner. You know what I mean? But you know, we just do things like that.
Yeah, and I love to see this new wave, because music has traditionally been kind of a male-driven industry. And as you've navigated the industry, what are some of the challenges you've encountered, or some of the ways you've strategically navigated that? And if there are women who are experiencing similar challenges, what would your advice to them be to successfully navigate the music industry?
Listen, just be you. Like, you know, unfortunately, you know, people will be like, they kind of look in the DJ booth and be like, is that a guy? You know what I mean? You know, so just be you, you know, just, that's the only advice. Like, you know, I can't say, oh, do extra scratches and cutting and, you know, just be you, but push through the guys. Like, you know, we know it's like a male-driven industry still. There's still a lot of women DJs, thank you, because when I was coming up, there's only maybe Spinderella and like another person, I can't remember. As far as females, okay? So, you know, so I would just say, just do it. You know, women have a great ear. Like, you know, we're the bomb. Like, you know what I mean? And again, another surge of women killing it in the industry, DJing. You know, you put in Google or AI, women DJs, boom. You know what I mean? This is like, you got the young girls, you got you know. So we're doing it. We push through. I mean, that male and, you know, what can you do? I never really had like so many challenges, like, damn, he's a dude, so I lost that gig. Like, I'm not recalling right now in my head when this is happening, you know what I mean? But I just go.
Yeah, I think that advice of just being yourself is, I mean, it is super important, because music, especially, you see this person does that, I want to do this like this person, but you can only be your true self if you really want to attract the people who are going to be fans of you and really appreciate that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, just be yourself. That's, you know, I'm just me. And people are like, she's wild, like, you know, they're just like, what is happening, you know? But then I'll go home and I'm quiet watching Netflix, like,